I want to give a shout out to my coach and mentor, Sean the Wolf Harris. He is the creator of the Wolf Pack and the Wolf Chart 2.1 that you always see me using. In this video is to target traders that FOMO into trades and that chase green candles. And if that is you, subscribe to the Wolf Chart 2.1. The link is in my bio. But I'm going to show you why we in the Wolf Pack don't chase, we confirm. Now let's get into the video.
What's up, y'all? Today we're going to talk about why we don't chase green candles and why we don't FOMO into trades when we're using the Wolf Chart 2.1. We wait for confirmation. And today I'm going to use the example that a trade that I took on Intel and the confirmation time frame I was on was the 30-minute, and I executed on the 5-minute. But let's break down the 30-minute. I got into this trade on April 29th. So right here, the first 30-minute candle, we got our inverse arc. We got our floating candle, which is this candle here, not touching our WTMA, full body and wick. We created a fair value gap. The next candle dipped into the fair value gap, so we got a fair value gap retest. That candle was another bullish candle that created its own fair value gap. Now, from here, we're breaking past our WTMA cloud. We're also getting our 12 cloud breaking up and crossing up our WTMA cloud, which is bullish. Now, the next candle right here, we got a fair value gap here, and I actually entered in on the retest of the fair value gap. Now, when I say we don't chase green candles, I wasn't able to get in right here. So these three bullish candles, I wasn't able to get in. Sean, he called this Intel play out. I was busy in the morning, so I wasn't able to get in. And this is what I mean, we don't chase green candles. We wait for confirmation. When I went and I was looking at the chart, I seen we were making fair value gaps after fair value gaps. So I'm just waiting for a retest of the fair value gap. So on this retest right here, I noticed that we pushed down more than we pushed down on these fair value gap retests. So we did a nice fair value gap retest right here. And this is when I dropped down to the 5-minute. So I highlighted and circled this candle right here. This is when I got in. I actually executed this trade at 8:22. But since we're on a 30-minute time frame, I circled the 8 o'clock candle. So when we go down to the 5-minute, when I go down to the 5-minute, I got in right here at 8:20. So in the middle of this candle. So I got in, this was a fair value gap too. So I seen this price pushed up. The WTMA acted as resistance. It came down and tested the 12 cloud. So that's a bullish pullback. We got a bullish candle that created a fair value gap. The next candle I got in on the test of that fair value gap. Now, if we go back and actually see, you actually can see that this was a fair value gap that this candle dipped right into. So we created a fair value gap, we dipped right into it, and this was my entry. I set my stop loss at 89.50, which if we go to the 30-minute, just exit replay mode really quick. We go to the 30-minute, that's the middle of the previous fair value gap. And under this bullish order block. So that give us some room in case they want to do a sell side liquidity sweep, grab liquidity and stop people out. So they can push price right to the edge of this fair value gap, or they can push price here, but I got my stop loss set at the middle of this fair value gap. Now I got my stop loss set. I got in on the retest of the 5-minute fair value gap after I got in on a retest of the 5 minute fair value gap after getting a confirmation on a 30-minute retest of the fair value gap. And this is the benefits of trading on the Wolf Chart 2.1. In the Wolf Empire, we never feel like we have FOMO or we're missing out on trades. We just wait for confirmation. We don't jump in with emotions or we feel like we're getting left behind. We wait for confirmation and then we strike. Sean Ben caught this play out. I was busy in the morning, so I wasn't able to enter the trade. And I don't like entering trades when I'm not able to really watch the chart. I don't enter blindly. So I was watching the fair value gaps, but I just wasn't able to enter the trade. So I said, you know what? I'm going to wait till I get a confirmation that I like. I got this fair value gap. Now I got fair value gap here, retest, fair value gap here, retest, and a fair value gap here. But look at this retest. We got a long wick down. And I dropped down. I said, okay, I'm able to get in. I dropped down to the 5 minute so I can get a more precision entry. And as I was dropping down, I dropped down on the 30-minute at 8 o'clock. So this is the 8 o'clock candle on the 5 minute. We're pulling back and we shot up and created another fair value gap. So I didn't just hop in because I seen the 8 o'clock pullback. I got in and I noticed we're having another pullback. I noticed price got far from the 12 cloud. I know that we're going to go and retest the 12 cloud. So I just waited. And this is where patience come into play. We don't trade with emotion, we trade with a plan. I noticed that we came here, the WTMA was right here, acting as resistance. We came down and tested the 12 cloud. This is our short-term trend. Our 12 cloud is for our short-term trend. So this is going to actually test for a nice healthy pullback. Now, if we go back to the morning, just like we got those bullish candles on the 30-minute, 6 o'clock, 6:30 right here. The first candle of the day, we shot up, created a fair value gap. We dipped into the fair value gap, and we shot up, we climbed. We got so far from the 12 cloud that I know that we're going to test the 12 cloud. If we lose the 12 cloud, we're going to lose the trend. And if we don't lose the 12 cloud, it's just a healthy pullback. So once I seen that we tested the 12 cloud, we got this wick. The next candle is a strong bullish candle. It actually created a fair value gap. And we can go back and see that again. So we got the test of the 12 cloud. Next candle is this bullish candle here. Let me see if I can get. We got the fair value gap. We got the retest of the fair value gap. I entered here, and you can see our WTMA is starting to flatten out. So I know that's going to act as some sort of resistance. We play it out. We're trying to get above that WTMA, but we're not because once this flatten out, it becomes a strong, heavier resistance. If we don't open and close above it, all we're going to do is we can even close above it, but we're still going to come down. We have to open and close above this WTMA or get a fresh inverse arc just to know we're going to push back up. But also you see right here, we created an order block. So me seeing this, now I know smart money stepped in, they got a position. I got in as close as smart money got in. So I got in when they got in. So I know I'm protected by their money. If we continue, you see how this WTMA is flattening out. It's just acting as a strong resistance. Let's zoom in a little bit more. Now we wicked up, we wicked back down. Just grabbing liquidity, wicked up, wick back down. We even opened here, closed here. Now, like I said, we would have to get a fresh inverse arc, or we would have to close above this, or we will have to close above this WTMA. But we can open and close it. We can open and close above it, but we got to get a full body and wick close above it, or get our fresh inverse arc. We never got neither of those. So as we got that, you see that we failed to capture this WTMA. We actually got an arc. So price fell inside the WTMA. We got our full body and wick not touching. Then we got our arc right here, full body and wick not touching. But all we're doing is testing the 12 cloud and testing this order block. Now I got my stop loss set at 89.50. And this is why we trade with a plan and we don't trade with emotions. Now if we play it, now if we play it, we came down and did a sell side liquidity sweep on the 5-minute. Price came down, we lost the 12 cloud for a minute. Now we're testing smart money. They did a sell side liquidity sweep once and twice. So they pushed price down and brought price back up inside this order block. Next candle, they pushed price down and brought price back up and closed inside this order block. Now, if you see this next candle, we got a bullish candle here, all created a fair value gap. Now we got our inverse arc. We got our inverse arc right here. We got our inverse arc. We got our floating candle. We captured the 12 cloud because it turned blue. And now we're just chopping, chopping, chopping. But as you can see, this order block acted as support. This is smart money. They're defending their position. Now, you know, we got in right here at 822. So we got in at the middle of this candle because this is 825. So I got in at 822. That is as close as getting in at their position as possible. We let it play out. And for majority of the day, we just chopped. Now we see that they want to push price up to this order block right here. We actually wicked up here. We broke past it. So we cleared this order block. And we created another order block. Let's go back a little bit. This is Thursday. So we cleared that order block. We're holding our 12 cloud. We actually created another bullish order block right here. So smart money stepped in again. Let's rewind it a little bit more before we created that order block. Now we know we have smart money here. We got a sell side liquidity sweep here. They're already letting us know that they're trying to push price down, kick out anybody that had stop losses right here, grab liquidity, and push price right back up. We have our stop loss set, and right now we're just chilling and monitoring our trade. Price is going. They created another order block right here. So smart money got in position again. Another bullish sign. You see this candle here, wick down. They got liquidity right there. We did a buy side liquidity sweep. So it faked people out once again. People think it's going to run, run, run. All they did was push price up, stop people out, grab more liquidity just to come back here, grab more shares, and push. It's this ping pong motion right here. It's a liquidity grab. Grabbing here, grabbing here, grabbing here, grabbing here. This is 12:05. I'm gonna stop it before the next thing. So 12:30, we cleared this order block right here. Cleared this order block, created another order block, did another buy side liquidity sweep, grab more orders, grab stop people out, thinking price is gonna just keep shooting up. Created this order block here with this candle, grab liquidity with this candle. Now we're gonna get out of here. Okay. Now the next day, Thursday, we got this big old red candle. We opened at $95 and we got as low as $92. So that's a $3 move. And this is why we move with confirmation and not emotions. And we don't follow green candles and we don't jump in on green candles. If this move then kick you out and scare you at 92, getting down to 91, a lot of people sold right here. This is why we have a plan. We have our stop loss set right here. We got in right here, as close to smart money as we can get. We got in with confirmation. And we see the next day, they made price. Next day, we opened at $95. So everybody's thinking Intel's about to run. They're about to run for the day, and they push price all the way down. Now, without a plan, you probably got out right here. And if you didn't get out right here, they push price even lower and got you out right here. So let's go to replay mode and see when this order block was created. See, we still got the same order block from the day before, but we actually shot past that order block. We actually got the next order block right here. Now this is our wolf demand zone right here. And you can see we got a sell side liquidity sweep. So they're making it seem like, oh yeah, Intel's about to dump. And if you didn't exit out right here, you pretty sure exit out right there. But as you can see, we got that sell side liquidity sweep. And the next candle, we pushed right back up. Continue. We tap that zone again. And look at that. We got this red candle. We cleared this bullish order block. We created a bearish order block. So now it's looking doom and gloom. Oh yeah, Intel's about to sink, is about to fall. What do? The very next candle is a bullish candle. So all they did was clear this order block, wipe out stop losses. This is the previous day low. We never fully lost the previous day low. So this is an area of liquidity. They made price seem like it was just going to fall. Next candle, we got a bullish green candle. We got a bullish green candle followed by inverse arc. And if we go back a little bit more, the chart load, we're actually getting our inverse arc right here a little bit. We got our inverse arc. So that's letting us know with this bullish candle, right after they did a sell side liquidity sweep, we got this bullish candle. We got our candle. We got the next candle, full body and wick not touching. We're actually using VWAP as resistance right now. We're in this bearish order block, but you can see we got the inverse arc before we even got the order block that popped up. And this is another benefit of the wolf chart is we see live liquidity. we see smart money stepping in, getting their position, locking it in, and getting ready to push the stock up even before the order block is created. So a lot of other traders trade off smart money concepts with order blocks, bullish order blocks, and bearish order blocks. With our WTMA, what our coach created with this Wolf Chart 2.1 is this WTMA right here. This tracks live liquidity. With this inverse arc, that's letting us know smart money have stepped in. With this floating candle, that's just our confirm and our lock candle. If we continue, now we get the bullish order block. But we already knew they was committed into this position when we got this inverse arc, way before this was created. Price shot right up to liquidity, right up to these sell orders. Try to do a buy side liquidity sweep and came back down. We popped up, we inside this WTMA cloud. We broke inside it, we testing the bottom of it. As you can see, we're using the bottom of the WTMA cloud as support, followed by the VWAP right here. We got our arc. We right here by a trend line. And you can see that we're just riding this WTMA cloud right here and VWAP. We get another bullish order block. We got our inverse arc. Price came down, arced inside the order block, came down, flattened out, acted as support, acted as this WTMA cloud, the bottom of it acted as support. We got our inverse arc. We got our floating candle, full body wick not touching. We see price chopping up. We dominate our 12 cloud. It turns blue. We go up. We come down. We test our 12 cloud. And look at that. We did a buy side liquidity sweep, not once, but twice. They made price seem like it's going to shoot up. Oh, yeah, we're going to run right now. Pull price up to right here. Pulled it right back down inside this order block. Next candle. Push price right up a little bit above this one. Pulled it right back down. Next candle shot right back down. Came and tested the bottom of the WTMA cloud again. And if you notice, once we broke inside the WTMA cloud, it's acting as resistance. We've just been bouncing inside the WTMA cloud. Buy side liquidity sweep. We did a sweep right here. Stayed inside of it. Now that we actually broke the WTMA cloud, you see that we came down, tested VWAP, lost VWAP. We got a bearish fair value gap. We got our arc. We got our floater, full body and wick not touching the WTMA. Came down to the 200. We came down to the 200 cloud, but ultimately we came down to this order block to grab more orders. You see those wicks? They pushed price down, pushed it right back up, making it seem like, oh, yep, now Intel's about to fall towards the end of the day. The market closes at 1 o'clock and it's 12:05 right now. So we got 55 minutes left of the market being open. We get an inverse arc inside our 200 cloud, touching our order block. Next candle, we get our full body and wick not touching, dominate the 12 cloud, retest of the fair value gap. And to close Thursday out right here, we got right back into the WTMA. We got right back into the WTMA cloud. And you can see how here the cloud was so expanded. As we chop, look how thin, look how smaller the cloud got. It got way smaller, making it easier to break past it. And and that's exactly what we did on Friday. Once we broke past the WTMA cloud, we shot up on Friday and we chopped. Now, if we go to the 30-minute, it'll tell us the same story. Once I got in right here on the 5-minute, we were so far from our 12 cloud that price had to get drawn in, test the 12 cloud, consolidate it. Now, this is like a rubber band right here. And get a box. Yeah, put it there. Now we can see once we shot up, we got so far from our 12 cloud that we had to go retest it. Price got drawn. We got so far from our 12 cloud and our WTMA, price had to get drugged to it. Price had to come back, test the WTMA cloud. That didn't hold. We got inside the WTMA cloud to come test the 12 cloud. But you can see this rectangle that I drew before we broke out. It's like a rubber band. Price is consolidating right here from Wednesday, Thursday, and look at Friday. Once we broke past this rectangle, we shot up. Smart money got their position right here. This is what you call consolidation. They're loading up their position. We got a bullish order block. So we know that they're actually buying their position. We got fair value gap retests. All they did Thursday was use this pullback to come back, retest the 12, and grab more shares, get in more positions, cause more people to sell their shares to give to them, cause more FOMO. And this is why when you're able to trade with the wolf chart, you don't trade with emotions, you trade with a confirmation system. You don't trade and you chase green candles because Coach Sean, he been caught this play out. I wasn't able to get in this morning on Wednesday. We got a candle here, fair value gap, candle here, fair value gap, candle here. I got in on this fair value gap retest. I didn't feel like I missed out. If I didn't get a confirmation, I wouldn't have got in. The fact that I got a nice size fair value gap retest, I dropped down to the 5-minute. I actually got a fair value gap retest on the 5-minute, and that gave me all the confirmation I needed. The chart already told me the trade is good. Now it's time for me to pull the trigger. I got my stop loss set. If I'm wrong, I let the stop loss prove me wrong. If not, I'm going to be climbing up. Now, when we're looking at this chart right here, a lot of people that's not trading with a lot of people that don't have the wolf chart, they're not able to see like we see. They're not able to have the confidence like we have the confidence. And this is the benefits of being a part of the wolf empire and trading with the wolf chart. You trade with a sense of confidence. You trade with a sense of having a plan. You trade with confirmation. Everything is calculated. There's traders that get in just because everybody's talking about it, or they get in because they see it on CNBC, or they get in because they see green candle. When smart money want to get into a position, they don't get in on green candles. They get in on these red candles right here. They don't want to buy Intel at 95. They'd rather buy it at 91 because they're coming in with millions and sometimes billions of dollars. And we might not think 95, 91 is $4 difference is a big deal. But when you're dealing with the type of money they are, that's a lot of money that they can make just by riding it up to right here. They want to get in on this red day. Now, Wednesday, we got all these green candles right here, and we got a few red candles, a few consolidation candles. When we come to Thursday, we got a big red candle, and we barely moved on Thursday. We opened at 95 and we closed at 94.50. So ultimately, price barely moved on Thursday. It was chopping all day. But when you're looking at it and you don't have the wolf chart, you just like, oh, it's a red day. But when you're looking at it, you're seeing, oh, smart money is getting their position. They never lost this order block on the 30 minute. No matter how far price pushed down, they never lost this order block. This order block is letting us know that they're defending their position. These red candles are these red candles dipping into the order block is letting us know that they're buying their position. And when you get a bullish day like Friday, you can see they pulled the rubber band back so far that Friday it popped and price shot up from 6:30 right here. This 30-minute candle right here, it already ran up $5 just to start the day. The daily ATR on Intel is $4. The daily ATR for Intel is $4.92. To start the day on Friday after consolidating all day on Thursday, they ran up $5 already. So they ran up the whole day in 30 minutes and they continued to run up. So they opened at 93 and closed at 99. So that's a $6 move that day on the stock that moves $4.92. Also having the wolf chart and having this, the wolf trend hunter right here, we can see that they had a daily, that they breakout confirmation was a strong momentum and they had an aggressive move. So when we get those two confirmations, that's letting us know, okay, Intel is paying today. They're going to move more than their $4.92 today. Now, looking back on Friday when we closed right here at 99.67, we opened up Monday, and Monday was a pullback day. So we opened up at 99.19 and we closed at 95.77. So that was the $4 move to the downside. So Intel did its whole ATR move to the downside. And this is why when we recap in the earlier part of the video, and we're talking about how we don't chase green candles, we wait for confirmation, we got in right here. We got in right here, April 29th. We consolidated, we had a pop. We closed right here on Friday. We came down to this same level where this breaker structure is. And this is the WTMA liquidity line right here. So this WTMA right here, it shows live liquidity. Also, we can use it as a liquidity area. So if I mark down this area right here, it lines up perfectly with this order block right here. And that's how powerful the WTMA is. It's a jack of all trades. Now we see price came all the way down here and created a bullish order block. Now today, it's Tuesday. Now today we see we got this nice pop up. Intel has some good news, and the chart was already telling us that Monday was just a pullback area. Smart money don't want their price here. They want to get it down here. They bought it in here, right here, and they shot it up here. They shot it up $14. And this is why we don't chase green candles. We trade with a plan. Because if you don't have the Wolf Chart 2.1, it's hard to see everything. The Wolf Chart 2.1 gives us visibility of the market. We see where smart money is buying and we see where smart money is selling. Now, Monday, we realized that we shot up nice on Friday. That Monday is just a pullback area for smart money to buy their position again. So it's not ironic that they had news to pop them up. And that's going to happen again. They're going to pull back and then they're going to keep popping up again. Monday, we had a nice move down. You just see this, we just came straight down. It was a straight down day. But retail is thinking, oh man, Intel is falling and all this. But smart money is like, you know what? We're going to push price down and we're going to get it at a cheaper price because we know what's coming up in the future. We know we're going to continue pushing this thing. This is an industry leader right now. CPUs is under pressure. There are shortage in CPUs and they got government backing. And, you know, it's just their time to shine right now. So when you have a winner's going to keep winning. And right here, when we get these pullbacks like this is just time to get in position with smart money. Just like here. When I entered in here, they already ran up. I entered it here. They consolidated. They popped up, consolidated a little bit, fell down, popped up. They're going to consolidate a little bit, pop up. They're just going to continue that move, a staircase all the way to the top. Call it staircase to the money. And this is the privilege of having a Wolf Chart 2.1. We don't FOMO into trades. We don't chase green candles. We wait for confirmation and we trade with a plan. Now I got in here. I didn't FOMO out when I seen the red day because I know what's going on. I know that they're pulling price back just to pop it up again. Stock can't run up every day, every day. It has to pull back. It's like a sprinter. It's like someone running up the stairs. At some point, they're going to have to take a breather. And this was Intel breather right here. But just understanding that don't shake us out of trades. We see this. We see we have a level right here. This WTMA liquidity area right here. This level right here. It lines up with the last node right here. So we have an confluence on support. They created a bullish order block at the end of the day on Monday, and we see this powerful move up. This is our WTMA. This is our floater. This is our 12 cloud that turned blue. So we're above our WTMA. We're above our 12 cloud, breaking past our WTMA cloud. And as you can see, our cloud from here, how expanded it is to how small it is, it's making it easier for it to have a bigger move up. As this cloud is in and out, the price is easier to break past it. Now we're above the cloud. We're above everything. Now, when they pull back, I won't be surprised if they pull back. They ran up $10 today. Now we got an aggressive move. We got a strong momentum. And earlier in the video, you remember me saying the ATR was 492. So now we're seeing that the ATR is expanding and they're willing to let Intel run more than the 492. Now is at 557. We ran $10. So we already ran the ATR today. I wouldn't be surprised if we have a pullback and we continue going higher. Now let's see about some levels that I already have drawn out. We're actually approaching a daily. We're actually coming up to a daily fib level at 111.85. So I expect them to come tap this, probably have a pullback, and to come up to this level. Our next daily fib level is at 124. So they're going to get to this 111. If not today, they're going to get there by tomorrow or by the end of the week. Intel is, we have a bull rating on it, an A bull rating, 100 out of 100. The permission is green. The weekly's up. The 3 days up, the daily's up, bullish stack, daily MA stack is bullish across the board. So when we have red days, because we are going to have red days, you got to look at red days as a day as, oh, okay, I'm buying in with smart money. We don't just buy in also. We get on a chart, we look for support. Are we testing the WTMA? Are we coming down testing the fair value gap? Are we testing the VWAP? Are we testing the 12 cloud? Are we testing the WTMA cloud? We have layers. We have layers of defense where we can check and say, okay, this is where price might come to. That is the privilege of having a wolf chart. And that is how I made $2,100 in Intel by not chasing green candles, waiting for confirmation, setting my stop loss, understanding what the chart is telling me, because the chart is going to tell me where price is going to go and what can happen. Price is telling me we're consolidating. Once we get above our WTMA, we fall inside of it. We're going to go to our 12 cloud. We're going to test our 12 cloud, consolidate. We got a bullish order block. We pop up, test this level, consolidate. We had a pullback day, bullish order block, and we have another pop up. By following a trade plan, by following the plan, by understanding what I'm seeing, by listening to the Wolf Chart 2.1, that is how I made $2,100 on a swing trade on Intel. If y'all like this breakdown, like, comment, and subscribe, and y'all have a good one. Peace out.